Picture 1 shows the instructions that came with the kit. They're very self-explanatory and inform you of a simple way to put the learning tool together. Picture 2 is the actual sheets of the sides of the learning tool. You just have to cut them out as shown as picture 3 and fold the flaps up. Actual assembly of the learning tool isn't complicated if you follow the instruction sheet. I didn't, so I kind of had to wing it. I was able to do so. I used tape to adhere the flaps together, mainly because I wanted to be able to take it apart and put it away if I needed to. Remember, the goal is to try and preserve this as much as possible. So the topic I used to show the versatility of this learning tool is photosynthesis. On the left-hand side, you see the individual pieces cut out and covered in contact paper. These pieces will turn into the steps of photosynthesis I'll show you in the next slide. And yes, you heard contact paper, the stuff you covered your textbooks with when you were in middle school and high school. On a side note, why contact paper? Contact paper is the DIY cheap version of laminating. Why I mainly like contact paper is because number one is cheap, cheaper than laminating paper. And secondly, it turns the surface into a DIY dry erase board, just as well as laminating would as well. And it preserves the pieces as well. I could use that sun, leaf for another science topic very easily. The picture on the right shows how easily the word sun wiped off of that contact piece very easily. Just an FYI though, contact paper is not as durable as laminating or a real dry erase board, so eventually the contact paper will stain and you will have to either make a new piece or replace the contact paper. Fastener dots. Again, the goal is to preserve the learning tool, so fastener dots were just a way to basically remove the contact pieces, as we'll call them, easily without damaging the actual structure. This is the complete learning tool with all of the contact pieces fastened to each side, ready for student use. As written previously, and now shown here, each picture shows the whole 3D shape of the learning tool. Each side is labeled with a number corresponding with the step of photosynthesis, as well as the contact pieces are written in dry erase marker explaining what's happening in that step. This allows for all learning styles to use this learning tool to reinforce the process that was previously taught. So assessment, as written previously, we can assess how much our students are gaining in a variety of ways by using this learning tool. In assessment 1, something as simple as leaving each side numbered and asking the students to place the contact piece that corresponds with it is a great way to understand, do they understand the order of what is happening? Another way to assess, are they understanding what's happening in each process, is then having the students label each contact piece with a dry erase marker and explain what is happening. Assessment 3 is basically definitions. So the student can be given the defining term and then ask them to attach the correct word or vice versa. Either way. Assessment 4. In the reinforcement piece, we use the chemical symbols for carbon dioxide and oxygen. We can then reinforce, do the students understand that CO2 and O2 mean oxygen and carbon dioxide. Again, as was written before, the possibilities are endless with assessment in terms of how this learning tool can be effective for students.